Welcome one and all back to the Desert Borealis YouTube channel. My name's Tasha and I'm the wife, mother, dyer, designer, and knitter behind all things Desert Borealis. Welcome to episode 1 of Slim the Stash. So let's just get right into it with everything that I completed and removed from my stash in the month of July. There are a couple of things that I won't have to show you, but on some of them I will be able to pop up some pictures, so be sure to watch out for those. The first thing that went out of my stash in the month of July were actually some green scraps that I had that my daughter wanted to put towards a project that we're going to cast on together in the month of December. So my daughter taking those scraps out was 44 grams of scraps. The next thing was also something that my daughter took out of my stash, and that was actually 800 grams of bare undyed yarn that she and I ended up dyeing together for a project that she is doing, and I have some of those skeins here. We ended up dyeing 4 skeins of Midnight Sky, and we also ended up dyeing 4 skeins of black. And like I said, that's 800 grams. So my daughter alone took 844 grams out of my stash in the month of July, and that was just awesome. Now let's talk about things that I actually made to get grams out of my stash for the month of July. And the biggest ticket item that I did for the month of July has to be my neon fade sweater. This is my neon fade sweater. It is a raglan sleeve sweater, and it's fingering weight held double, and I worked it from the bottom up, and I just used a fade mini set that I dyed up last year. It has this beautiful ribbing detail on the side that goes up the side, through the armpit, and down the sleeve. This is just a very comfy, oversized sweater that I wanted to make for myself, and I was able to finally complete it. I started this back in October of 2024 and completed it in July of 2025. The amount of grams that this took out of my stash was 775 grams. Like I said, or maybe I didn't say, but I'll say it again, this is fingering weight held double. Really love that this is done and now I can use it. A smaller ticket item this month, or in the month of July, that got some grams out of my stash was a pair of socks. This is a pair of socks that I knit up for my daughter for Christmas. This is a mini that I dyed up last year, and I felt that it went really well with this colorway by Hedgehog Fiber called Festival Fever. It's an exclusive color to Wool & Company. And I don't know if I said, but this was 82 grams out of my stash. The next item that I finished in the month of July, I don't have with me, but I will pop a picture of it up here. I finished a bunny lovey using the Bunny Lovey Parts pattern by Victoria Stewart, and then added the blanket to it, which was the Rainbow Ripple Blanket by Celeste Young. And the blue color is Yarn Bee Easygoing in the color Sky, and the white color is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the color White. Finishing the bunny lovey got 206.5 grams of yarn out of my stash. If you've caught my stash video, then you know exactly how much yarn I had to start with in my stash. But if you haven't, don't worry, I will update you right now. In the beginning, I had 46,884 grams of yarn in my stash. Now, with all the totals from the month of July, everything added up, that removed 1,907.5 grams from my stash. That's pretty significant, and I'm pretty happy with that number because now I have, where is it? Okay, I have 44,976.5 grams in my stash. So overall, I'm really pleased with how much I was able to move out of my stash in just 1 month. Do I expect that much to move out of my stash every month? Of course not. But am I going to love right now how good that feels to get that much out in 1 month? Of course. So thank you for joining me for the first episode of Slim the Stash. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to make sure that you never miss any of my upcoming Slim the Stash episodes, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next month.